WrestleMania Backlash is this Sunday night. It's a very small card. 6 matches currently announced for Backlash, but of course they are decent matches. So without a doubt, we're doing our early predictions. I do expect another match maybe to be added to the show, probably on Smackdown. That makes the most sense. I think obviously it's titled WrestleMania Backlash simply because of the new deal with Peacock. I think this is a way for people to go, oh wait, WrestleMania is on? And the casual fan might check it out because of that. I think most fans are sort of overlooking Backlash and sort of saying it's not that good of a show. But I genuinely think on Sunday, when you're on Twitter, when we're talking about this here on YouTube, I think we'll be saying a totally different thing because some of the matches are really good. So let's have a straight look, straight into the match card. Let's go in with the predictions. And we start off with a Smackdown tag team titles as Ziegler and Roode defend against Rey and Dominic Mysterio. I really like the idea here of having the father and son first ever tag team champions. That would be really cool. I do think eventually the Mysterio story will lead to Dominic turning on Rey. And I think maybe you could accomplish that with more impact if they were tag team champions. So I'm going to predict we get new Smackdown tag champs at WrestleMania Backlash. And my prediction goes to Rey and Dominic Mysterio. Damien Priest will face The Miz in a Lumberjack match. I like Lumberjack matches. We're going to see people out there that we wouldn't normally see on a pay-per-view. That's cool. But apart from this, I hope this is the last time these two feud together because it was okay before with Bad Bunny. I personally didn't mind that. This has now felt like it's gone on a little bit too long. I want to see Damien Priest do other things on Raw. There's so much talent there in that lower middle card that he easily could beat on Raws and build himself up and get more credible and literally go into a US title picture. That's exactly what I want for Damien Priest. This feud with The Miz has to end, and I think it will end with Damien Priest winning. I wouldn't be surprised if Johnny Drip Drip, John Morrison, actually helps Damien Priest inadvertently and maybe starts that split between Miz and Morrison we're starting to see on Raw. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line as Bianca Belair makes her first defense at pay-per-view of that SmackDown Women's title. Of course, it's Bianca Belair versus Bayley. I'm excited for this match. A lot of people wanted to see Bayley involved in some way at WrestleMania. Obviously, that didn't really happen, but now she's getting a shot at the championship. So I think this is 1, to keep fans happy, and 2, to give Bianca Belair a credible opponent who potentially could beat her. I just don't think WWE are going to pull that switch yet. I think they're firmly behind Bianca Belair. We saw her win, obviously, at WrestleMania. We've seen before WrestleMania them getting her over. So, honestly, I think this is another way to prove Bianca Belair's dominance. Therefore, my prediction is Bianca Belair retains the SmackDown Women's title. The Raw Women's Championship is also on the line as RheaRipley will defend the championship against Asuka and Charlotte Flair in a triple threat match. Really interesting here because obviously you've got to be thinking, what is Alexa Bliss going to do? A lot of people theorizing that it could be one of these 3 women that Alexa Bliss has her eyes set on. And if it is one of these 3, very, very high potential of Alexa Bliss attacking them during this match, maybe even stopping them even entering the match. Maybe one of them wins it and then Alexa attacks. That would make sense as well. Obviously, Charlotte Flair's been put in here for heel management tactics and all that stuff, so I don't think she's going to win. Never count out the Queen, because you all know what WWE like to do with Charlotte. I do think RheaRipley retains the championship, but then I think Alexa attacks all 3. That is a bold prediction, but I just think it's going to be all of them. The WWE title is on the line as Bobby Lashley defends against Drew McIntyre and Braun Strowman. Now, obviously when Braun was added to this match, everyone had the idea Braun was there to eat the pin. Now, that's distinctly possible. It still could easily happen. But the way they've built Braun up in recent weeks following WrestleMania, it's been really good. It literally ended this week's Raw with Braun Strowman standing tall, looking dominant. Usually that means he's not going to win in WWE logic. But maybe he's not the one that eats the pin here. I wouldn't mind seeing Braun versus Drew going forward. There's a few theories out there. Maybe The Fiend could attack Braun Strowman at Backlash. Imagine that. I would pop hard for that. Obviously, I wouldn't mind that either. But Lashley, I think, will be the one walking out of here with a championship. I think, again, they've got the rocket ship on Lashley right now. The way they've booked him has been amazing. And I genuinely now want him to hold that title all the way through till Survivor Series, just so we get Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley. How cool could that be? And the final advertised match for WrestleMania Backlash is, of course, for the Universal title. It is, of course, the head of the table, Roman Reigns versus Cesaro. How freaking crazy is it that this is Cesaro's first ever one-on-one championship match at pay-per-view? That is crazy. But we got there in the end, WWE. I do not think Roman Reigns is going to win this match. I don't think he is. But there's always a swerve in these predictions. I could potentially see Jimmy Uso costing Roman Reigns the championship here. We're talking OMG shock level, but it's possible. The story's been set. Obviously, we got another Smackdown to see what's going to happen, but it's potentially possible. I do think, however, because last week on Smackdown, Cesaro attacked Jimmy as well when Jimmy came down to save Jay, that Jimmy might side with Roman Reigns just for this feud. Why not? Honestly, I'm going to give my prediction to Roman Reigns. It's hard to bet against Roman right now. The guy is just literally the face of WWE. But there you go. That is the WrestleMania Backlash predictions. That's all the matches we've got advertised as of recording right now. I do expect at least one more match to be added. I don't know if there's a kickoff match. No idea at all. We got the women's tag team title match on Smackdown this week. That's very interesting. If that ends in like a DQ or something, maybe we get a rematch at Backlash. That's very WWE booking, so possibly. I also wouldn't mind seeing Sheamus versus Humberto Carrillo if Humberto's okay after the botch on Raw. So fingers crossed. That's a thing they might book. I like it. I genuinely like this match card. I think Backlash, as I said, is being overlooked, but I do think it's going to be a good night of good wrestling. Let me know your thoughts and your predictions in the comment section down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and of course share the video so your friends can find it and come and have their say. And I'll see you as always next time. Peace!